Hello.
Sorry.
Okay.
Hold on.
Smoking. Hello, my name is Ryan,
And my name is Dolly.
and this is Just Listen with Ryan and Dolly. This is our first episode of our podcast, and as you can see, we're just chilling. And the whole concept of this podcast is just two friends chilling, and we just want you to listen. A lot of it will be about Dolly, and then at the end we'll play games more towards like reading Reddit posts and stuff. But Dolly has a lot to get off of her chest. She is on her third marriage. So I think we can start there. She has a lot that she wants to get off her chest. So, where to even begin?
What kind of things am I supposed to get off my chest?
Well, let's talk about we're
coming for you, bitch.
Okay, go ahead.
You gotta give me what?
Well, do I ask you a question? Or?
Yes, ask me a question.
Well, okay. Well, do you want like your whole life out there?
Okay.
Okay.
As Ryan said, I'm on my third marriage. I have 3 children and 3 dogs.
You do? Yes.
I do.
I have 1 dog. Whenever Dolly and I are on the phone and stuff, we've known each other for over 5 years now, and whenever we're on the phone, she never ceases to surprise me with random stories that she'll tell. And the running joke is that I'm always like, when are the books coming out? Because I always say, like, she needs to write books. She could write so many books. And there's a lot that she keeps in, and she's willing to share her stories with us. Oh my god.
You're like this. You're like this.
Am I a therapist? Am I an interviewer? Oh my god.
You're like.
This is gonna be hell to edit. Oh my god.
Hold on. I have asthma, that's why. Hold on. Sorry.
Like, we don't have an EMT on standby.
Okay. I'm like all wheezy. You're gonna be like,
let's wrap this up.
who's this fat chick
Oh my god.
with the wheezy voice?
I don't know how long these batteries last.
There, it's out.
Okay. So.
Okay, Ryan. Yes, I have talked about a lot about my past and past relationships, and a lot of my relationships were all mental and physical abuse.
She knows how to pick them.
You need to leave.
I do. And I think I stayed with them because I wanted to keep my family together. I really wasn't thinking about myself. I was thinking about my kids and keeping their family together. Hold on.
I told her to have her phone on.
Oh, I didn't know what it was.
was.
So we could probably pick some stories about the first husband first, I would say.
Okay. And I guess we can say that one of them is in prison.
Yes, he is. And
but for the first one,
he was a very narcissistic person who controlled our whole life. Actually, his parents controlled our life. And they had control of our bank accounts.
oh, wow.
And they wanted our life to be a cookie cutter life. But we couldn't have that kind of life because he would drink. And
How old were you when you met?
I was 17 and he was 27.
Oh my god. Okay. And you had 2 kids with him?
I did. I had 2 kids, and the first child was perfect for him, and the second child had a disability, and he could never take it that his life wasn't perfect, that wasn't his kid because she had a disability.
Yeah, that's messed up.
His siblings are doctors and lawyers, and they have cookie cutter wonderful lives, and because he didn't have a perfect
Right.
child, yeah, so
Ugh. And I know that it sucks because for your, well, I don't know.
let's continue, Ryan.
So, what would you say is one of the, how do I work? I don't want it to be like where I'm just like feeding off your trauma.
Ryan.
What would you say is one of the most memorable memories with your first husband that many would probably agree that it's not something you want to remember, but
Well, a lot of memories I have are, of course, our children.
mhm.
But there was some really hard things, like when we worked together, he would drink, and we worked at a facility together.
A facility?
No, a fucking where you build stuff, you know.
A warehouse?
Yeah, no. We
Mm.
made heart monitors.
A factory?
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
We worked at a factory together, and that was really hard because we worked graveyard together. And I'd have to come home and take care of our daughter. And there was a time where he was drinking, and I told him it's not a very safe idea to go back to work. He said, "You mother effing bitch. I can do what I want." So we went to work, and after we went to lunch, and we went to this gas station, and I knew he had alcohol in the car, and I didn't want to get in the car with him, and he filled his fountain pop up with liquor on top of the pop, and I told him that wasn't a good idea to drink and drive. And I started driving. I got in the driver's seat and started driving away. He got on top of my vehicle, picked up a brick, and threw it through the window.
Oh my God.
My goodness gracious. And what did you do?
Actually, I went back to work.
And how old were you at this time?
I'm 20.
And how old was your oldest daughter?
She was 2.
Wow.
She was 2, and
How long did you stay with him? How long were you together?
we were together for 2001 to 2007, I think.
Wow. So quite a long time to put up with.
It was. There's plenty of times where he would stay. There was at one time he was sober for an entire year. So we decided we'd have another baby, and that's how my daughter with a disability came along.
Gotcha. And he just kind of disowned her and
He did
wanted nothing to do with her.
because she wasn't perfect,
Hmm.
and in my mind, she's perfect.
She is,
She's
absolutely.
very perfect.
And then, so how long did it take you to remarry from the first one?
I got remarried in 2008.
Also, just a year after?
No, 2008. I was with him until 2006.
Okay, so 2 years.
So I got remarried in 2000. No, it wasn't. It was 2009. So, for all those women out there who think that a man is just for looks, because he was a looker.
Okay.
Sorry. No, for real. For real. I'd have friends that would come over and say, your husband is hot.
Time and place.
And I'd say, well, yeah, he is. But that's not.
Did he ever cheat on you or anything?
I don't really think he cheated on me, no.
The first one did it.
No, but the second one, that is another story.
So, as you stated, people out there that are in, these toxic relationships, man or woman,
Right.
they are in the moment they feel like they're impossible to get out of. But then once you finally do, you realize
That sometimes you're better on your own, and you can navigate this world by yourself.
and sometimes it just takes a bit longer to wake up and kind of
Right, because I was codependent on him because I didn't want to separate my children from their father. And I left him one time when my oldest was 2. I came back to Montana.
Mhm.
And then he came to Montana to get back with me. So then I went back to Minnesota with him. And then he was sober for a year. I got pregnant with my second daughter. And then I didn't know I was pregnant until I came back home.
Wow.
And I told him I was going to go out with my sister. And she said, why don't you take a pregnancy test before we go out? And I never thought I was pregnant. And I went and took a pregnancy test and I was pregnant.
Wow.
So I let him know.
And
And then he moved back to Montana and worked in another city so that he tried to get us back to be together again. So then I moved back to Minnesota with him after my middle child was 6 weeks old.
wow.
I had tended to move with him every time I had a child that was 6 weeks old.
Wow. So definitely a trend. Do you want to talk about your second daughter's disability?
What do you want to know about it?
Well, I know that you're very passionate when it comes to spreading awareness and making sure that like what he didn't see versus what
Well, my second daughter has Down syndrome.
the majority of people see.
And he just didn't think she was perfect, and she's absolutely perfect. She's supposed to be here.
Absolutely.
There is no mistake. And sometimes I think I needed her more than she needed me.
Oh yeah.
She really helped me to actually come out of that marriage that I kind of pushed me to not want to be in that marriage, really, to show me that I could do things on my own. I was the only one that would take her to therapy. I mean, what's the point in being in a marriage when you're doing it all by yourself? You might as well just be apart from each other.
Oh yeah.
Oompa loompa doopity doo. I
Okay, let's
got
do this one.
another puzzle for you.
Okay, ready?
What do you get when your tooth is snaggled? Okay.
Okay. Hello, long-time lurker and first-time poster. Sorry this post is a mess. For some backstory, I, 19-year-old female, have 2 brothers, but only one is relevant. Let's call him Nolan, 20 male. Nolan, for the past 2 or 3 years, has been with his on and off girlfriend, Izzy, 19 female. I have honestly never really liked Izzy, and for the longest time I couldn't really tell why. However, I had begun to somewhat warm up to her a little during late 2025. I won't say I liked her, but I didn't dislike her as much. Then at the beginning of December, she messaged me saying, "Don't tell anyone, but send me Nolan's location." So naturally, I called my brother, warning him before I sent his location. About 30 or so minutes later, I got another message from her asking her to tell her when he got home, confused. I messaged Nolan, warning him that she messaged me again and asking what the hell was going on. He only responds with "got her" and didn't respond for the rest of the evening. So I texted my mother a bit later. My father calls me, informing me that anytime Izzy messages asking for Nolan's location, to ignore it because she effed up and is now trying to hunt him down to apologize. Now more confused.
So
and
pick me.
once
Choose me. Love me.
She's just like, look at her ear.
She's like, okay, tension's back to me. I want to pick a different one. This one's too long.
Look at her. She's like, well, Ryan.
I, 23 male, bake as a hobby, and I'm actually pretty good at it. Like, I get paid under the table for weddings and baby showers, kind of good.
So you're not paying taxes.
My sister is pregnant and wanted me to make the cake for her gender reveal. Cool, no problem. I asked her to send me the info so I could prep the inside classic pink or blue filling. She says, oh no, I want to be surprised too. Just make it neutral for the reveal and we'll all find out together. I was like, huh? So you want a gender reveal cake with no gender revealed? She says she'll have someone email the info to me later. That someone never did. Deadline comes and I still have no gender. So I make the cake. It's gray inside, gray outside, just full on cement vibes. Okay.
That doesn't make any sense. Why have a gender reveal party then?
I even added little fondant clouds for effect. Fondant clouds for effect. It still tasted great, but visually grim as hell. The reveal day comes. They cut into it, and my sister looks pissed. Her husband is confused. People start murmuring. Then she pulls me aside, like, "Why would you make it gray? That's so passive aggressive."
Well, what color does she want you to make it?
She should have told him. Calmly reminded her that no one told me the gender. I literally had no data to work with. I told her I wasn't about to guess or go full improv on someone's baby cake. Now my mom says I embarrassed her in front of the family and that I should have tried harder. Tried harder to do what? Summon the gender through vibes? So, am I the asshole for making the most neutral reveal cake in history?
Gray, though.
That is true.
Why
And
not like yellow? Because yellow's kind of like a neutral color. Or like purple.
or I don't get why like they couldn't have gone through like someone that like calling the doctor or whatever, like to get the, because someone has to know the gender in
But
order
didn't
for.
she say that she didn't want to know the gender, though?
True, but that's why maybe he could have, or even had the doctor like send him a message telling him the gender, because obviously the person that needs to make the cake has to know the gender.
But didn't she say she didn't want him to know the gender?
There's an edit, and he said, I actually did follow up, asked her a couple days before the reveal if the info had been sent, and she just said something like, yeah, someone's taking care of it. I figured it was handled. I didn't want to pester her since she seemed chill about it at the time.
So who's the asshole?
So Reddit has deemed him the asshole. Let's see why.
I think that
I'm confused. Did you not take the opportunity to message as the date was coming closer to tell your sister, hey, I haven't gotten the info on the gender?
so he's the asshole.
So he never
He never followed up.
up with her, like as it was coming closer. It's like,
If it was coming
need
closer
him.
and I didn't know what was going on, you would call the person and say, "Hey."
And this person said what you said. Why couldn't you have made it yellow and baby themed or something?
Right.
It seems pretty vindictive
Because
to
gray
make the
is just
cake
kind of like
grim cement vibes for an important event when you'd be serving more people besides your airheaded sister. I understand you were frustrated, but damn, that's all anyone is going to remember from that event now, which was kind of, yeah. I
so
mean,
I'm thinking he's the asshole.
yeah, honestly, I think they're kind of both the asshole because, again, she should have made sure that it was like um organized to where
Right,
someone
she didn't
knew
have
it.
any organization with him.
Yeah, but
So she
he,
just kind of thought he knew what he was doing and kind of like laid the stuff on him to
yeah,
take care
and
of
waited
everything.
until the last minute, and then should have definitely followed up, being like, "Hello, I need the gender."
Well, like if you're making a cake and you don't know what the gender is yet, don't you
Then
think you'd be
what's the
like,
point?
"Hey, what's going on?"
Yeah. Okay. So both the asshole. Yeah.
I'd say they're both assholes.
Airheads. Allegedly.
Positively.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Am I the asshole for letting my sister go thirsty through an entire meal? My sister does the thing where she'll just say something she wants with the expectation that someone will do it for her. For example, if she wants the AC turned on, instead of asking someone to turn
She'll
it on
probably
for
say I'm
her,
hot.
she'll keep repeating things like, "Oh, isn't it super warm in here? Does anyone else feel really hot?" Or, "I heard that today is a super hot day." And if someone asks her if she wants the AC on, she'll reply with, "No, no, I'm good. But if you're hot, then you should turn it on." Anyways, last week, and it was my birthday, so my family and I went out to celebrate. During the meal, she kept making comments implying that she wanted another cocktail but wouldn't order it. The waitress even came by and asked if we needed anything, but she didn't order a drink.
Because she was waiting for you to pay for it.
I could tell that she was agitated at the point, but it was my birthday, so I just ignored her. When we all got home, she got really snippy and said that it was super rude that we all got our own drinks and didn't order one for her. My brother and I brought up that she said that no when the waitress asked, but she said that wasn't the issue. In her opinion, we should have known to order her a drink to because everyone else got one. And the fact that we let her go thirsty was inconsiderate, and that in the future was ought to order her drinks too. She also said that she was only saying no to the waitress because her family should have taken care of her. No, she sounds,
She's the asshole.
yeah, absolutely. She sounds entitled. And
Like she wants you to take care of everything for her.
yeah, the three of us have been kind of arguing back and forth about it, and I'm just tired of fighting. So I wanted to get some more opinions on whether or not I should have ordered her a drink as well. And yeah, it looks like everyone pretty much agrees that he is not the asshole.
She's the asshole for sure.
Yeah, people are saying she's sounds like if she's old enough to drink, otherwise, um, hope she's in therapy. She's got issues. Um,
Well, she just is waiting for you to take care of everything because she probably didn't want to pay for it. So in turn, you're gonna order it and you're gonna pay for it.
t, t, t. Let us know in the comments what you think.
I think she's the asshole, and I think that she
Yeah,
wanted you to pay for her drink.
but the person writing it is not the asshole.
The sister's the asshole.
Yes.
I'm a gummy bear.
I'm a
Yummy,
yummy, tummy,
gummy,
funny
gummy, gummy,
looking
gummy
gummy
bear.
bear. Oh yeah.
In the night. Uh-huh. Guess what? I got my bunny book today.
Oh, you did?
Yes, she wrote it and signed it.
Why didn't you bring it?
I got my bunny book, and that chick is on fire.
And who is Bunny?
Her name is Alyssa DeFord,
Oh.
and her husband is hot as hell.
Oh. And who's her husband?
Jason DeFord.
Which is
Jelly rolls.
roll jelly. I don't know.
Roll with the jelly, baby.
Um,
His kid's gonna be peanut.
why are all these so long?
And the other kid's gonna be butter and jelly roll.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I'm a gummy bear.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for sneaking out and causing my sister to lose her job? My sister is a 33-year-old female and I'm 14 female. She had a baby 3 months ago. I just got out of school for the summer and I really wanted to rest, but my sister decided she wants to finally get a job. Now she's making me babysit my niece. I have zero experience with babies and I get overstimulated easily. It's been really hard for me. I asked her if she could put the baby in daycare or something and she refused. I decided to just suck it up, but it's been exhausting. I have insomnia and it's hard to sleep when I feel like I need to be awake 24/7 to watch the baby. I'm constantly scared something might happen if I fall asleep. I told my mom how I felt, but she said I just have to deal with it. Both my parents work, so I'm left alone with the baby for hours almost every day. A few days ago, I got tired of everything. The night before my sister got ready for work, I snuck out and went to my friend's house so I wouldn't have to deal with it and could finally get some sleep. When I came home that morning after I saw all the missed calls and messages, and my mom and sister were really mad at me. They said I was being selfish and lazy. My sister even quit her job because I told her I'd leave again if she kept making me babysit. I definitely felt bad after. It feels like my whole family is barely talking to me, except for my dad, and even he said I shouldn't have done that.
Well, I don't believe it's the kid's job to take care of the children. The kid didn't have the baby.
True. And yeah, so the person writing this is 14. And
So,
then
and why is the daughter living with the parents when she's in her 30s and having a baby?
I just got out of school for summer and really wanted to ride. My sister decided she wants to finally get a job. Oh, so she's 33 and she's never even had a job or doesn't have a job and she just had a baby. I asked her if she could put the baby in daycare or something, but she refused. Yeah, it sounds
I'm
like the
saying the sister's the
sister.
asshole
Yeah.
because it's not the kid's job to take care of her baby.
And there's an edit saying, also, I love my niece. This isn't hate or she absorbs to her. She's adorbs. Okay. A little edit for more info. I see my dad being brought up a bit, but he works in different places with still work, so he's very rarely home, but we do call often. My niece's father doesn't want anything to do with her or my sister. It's been that way since she was pregnant anyway, so she left him and moved back with us. She had a job before, but quit to take care of the baby when she was a newborn, and up until now, of course.
Oh,
Also, her mom and my mom work at the same place, so they're both night shift jobs, and they're tired when they come home from working. So I usually have to watch my niece a bit longer so they can rest when they get home, since they expect me to sleep while I'm babysitting. But I just can't. I'm so paranoid something could happen. Even when I'm feeding the baby and she coughs a little, or if she's sleeping too hard, I panic. And honestly, I didn't even know daycare wasn't free until I read these comments. I thought maybe it was like a public school.
well,
In a perfect world, it would be and should be, but
maybe the sister needs to get a different shift.
different shift, and definitely needs to maybe look into getting jobs that are work from home.
No, but I think it's kind of hard, really,
Yeah,
because
looks like everyone's saying not the asshole. If you didn't make the baby isn't your responsibility. Your sister made the baby. Caring for the baby is her responsibility, and it's her responsibility to make sure substitute caregivers are willing to provide that care and are fairly compensated. What was her plan when school starts again? Make you drop out? Your parents are also assholes because they should have never allowed this to happen.
well, like I agree with the whole thing about kids. Like I don't think that that's their job.
Right.
I mean, I did go through that with my daughter.
Yeah.
I've changed that thought.
Well, I mean, once, because if you are an older sibling, of course, but in this case, it's,
It's an aunt.
yeah. And
And it's kind of different because
I guess we don't have a father figure, and
the sister's 33 years old. Like
yeah,
it's just different to me.
33. And again, the sister babysitter is 14. So, I mean,
They're kind of making her like the other parent,
the nanny. Yeah, I would definitely say not the asshole.
like a Grammy.
Do more, do better.
There was a little dog.
I'm gonna keep all you singing in.
You hear my knee? 1 and 2, look at that fat ass. Head, shoulder, knees and toes. Knees and toes.
Knees and toes. Am I the asshole for expecting tequila in the margaritas? My 35 my 35 male wife, 33 female, got invited to a party at her coworker's house. I reluctantly went because the only person I know was my wife. This is a relatively new job for her, and I wanted to be able to meet and mingle with her coworkers outside of work. Her understanding of it all was we didn't need to bring anything but ourselves. We show up and seems like a lively party, pool with a bar area, music playing. They had a margarita machine and a ton of food. My wife got to talking, so I excused myself to grab a drink. The margarita machine was calling my name, so I filled my cup and grabbed my wife a margarita. I went back to my wife. I started drinking and realized that there wasn't any tequila in it. That's when I noticed no alcohol being around. The host was tending to the machine, and I asked if there was any tequila. She looks at me confused and then says that there is no tequila. I said, "Oh, I thought this was a party." She takes offense and says that it is, just to try one. I awkwardly left it at that. I poured out my drink and grabbed some water. Hosts asked if there was something wrong. I said I wasn't interested in drinking straight sugar. I walked back to my wife, kept to myself, and ate some food for a few hours we were there. It made it back to my wife that I was an asshole to the host. Caused a minor argument between us. Was I, though?
I think you were the asshole. Yes.
Yeah, you're the asshole. Would not have been drinking straight sugar if there was tequila in it. It's true. You insulted the host twice in a very brief interaction because you couldn't drink alcohol. You just embarrassed the shit out of your wife.
Because
Teeks.
it doesn't have to be alcohol to,
If you need alcohol to have fun, then you don't know how to have fun. And you should get better friends.
I thought about getting high.
Yeah, and she would have to check herself into a institute. Yeah, and they even mentioned that it's a relatively new job, so the last thing you want to look like is like a
Like the drunk.
alcoholic that you have to work with. Okay.
Am I the bitch?
So,
What do you need to know, Ryan?
what do you want to share? We need to make this organic. Like, how can we
Let me set my fat ass up.
Self-love comes first. Cool, huh? Other way.
The whole time I'm like,
Oh my god.
did you make them this color?
No, they changed.
But you have to all that stuff in my stomach is I have IBS.
Oh.
Isn't that gross how my stomach does all that stuff?
Yeah.
It's awful, isn't it? How do you make it do that?
Click it again. Why did mine do that? Okay, don't touch it.
Okay. So now that I got the stage, Ryan.
What are our hot topics?
Well, I got red blotchy skin. I look like a grandma.
Wow.
I am a grandma.
You are a new one.
Yes, I'm a grandmother. How did that happen?
Well, when your daughter loves another person.
So let's talk about the juicy stuff.
The juicy stuff.
If you want to know about one of my ex-husbands, I'm going to tell you a little bit about him.
Okay.
He was narcissistic.
As was the first one.
So I must have had a thing about narcissism.
Yeah.
Or maybe I like to take care of people.
Okay.
Because I was always trying to change somebody.
You did work in like nursing homes at one point.
I did, and special needs homes, as well.
Blood work, and
Mm-hmm.
you took blood, drew blood.
So, but I think I was trying to fix somebody or save somebody.
Right.
And if you don't want to be saved, you can't be saved.
Remember, you're talking to me and
right. Oh, if you want to be saved,
and the people, it turns into like a worship thing.
You want to make me shout. Put your hands up and shout. Can you all tell me how to do a podcast?
Okay. We've got to post something.
Catchy podcast subjects. Catchy podcast subjects. Podcast ideas.
I'm about to throw really great podcast ideas at you. This is going to be pretty intense.
Not us
Exploring
filming a
life through
podcast.
food. Experiences from home cooks. Creative careers.
Look how fat I am. Look how fat I am. I'm a
The whole
fat
thing
bitch.
is just you being mean to yourself.
I'm a fat whore.
Oh my god. Like, that's the name of the podcast.
Fat whore, fat bitch, fat whore with a snaggle tooth.
Go to the dentist.
Well, the problem with that is I gotta finish my son's dental work first.
What do we do, Dolly?
I
What do we do?
bet I could get a lot of people on the video just being fucking weird.
Yeah, and then-
This is called.
oh,
I didn't even think about that until I started doing it.
uh-huh.
I was gonna go.
Sure. We need to... Based on all the footage we have so far, we probably have like 10 minutes of good footage.
2 minutes.
Like, this is gonna be a pain to edit. What are we gonna do? I don't think we're podcasters.
I don't think so either.
this can be the episode. I'm gonna post it to where it's like it's gonna be like us trying, and at the end just be like, I don't think we're podcasters.
like the end stuff, like I'm like
Yeah. So turns out podcasting is not for us.
like 50,000 views.
You know, when we talked about it, it seemed very
Easy.
yeah, not even easy, but very just like, oh, come naturally, like, oh, we talk on the phone for hours, and
Then he wants me to come here and
It's-
talk about my life.
hey, because like if when we're on the phone we talk for hours and hours and hours, but then
But it doesn't sound it doesn't feel natural.
so do we record our phone calls and post those?
Look,
Oh my.
it's
That's
not,
the thumbnail.
it's not Buggy the Beaver.
That's the thumbnail.
It's Buggy the Lever.
How much wood could
It's only one tooth, so
I think this mic's cool though.
you have to put that at the end of it.
And our logo that we're only gonna use this one time. Just listen.
Just listen to my trauma.
Just listen to us not know what to talk about.
There was this one time at band camp,
Okay.
and we started singing.
Start spreading the news. Oh my god. Well, thank you for joining us for our
Bible
first
study.
and final episode of
Bible study.
Just Listen with Ryan and Dolly. If you people want to see more, let us know. But
We're gonna wrap this up.
we got nothing. Okay. She doesn't know what to do with the microphone.
I know what to do with it. Shove it up your ass. We gotta watch ourselves.